Kevin, you motherfucking avatar. You better start the fucking after the show now, motherfucker. Avatar ass bitch.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Happy Wednesday. Good to have Virginia back with us here today. A successful trip that you took to New Orleans.
Yes, very successful. My mom and my sister were so appreciative that I went this time because last time, bitch didn't go. I didn't go. So
You didn't go. So who's the bitch? You?
Me.
You're the bitch. Okay.
I didn't go, and I left them to do it by themselves, and it's a lot. You know, when you're caring for a parent that we're trying to figure out a diagnosis, and she's got a walker, and it's a thing. It's a whole thing. Going up and down the stairs is a thing because you want to have somebody in front of her and behind her in case she falls. Like there's a lot to it, and I felt bad sticking my sister with all of that by herself last time. So thank y'all for letting me go.
Of course, yeah. Got some. So important. You got to get that right. And what it was, you're looking for a better diagnosis. You said that your mom has regressed into some childlike tendencies, and they're trying to figure out what is going on with her brain or her mind that is causing her to act the way she is.
Exactly.
How does she feel about it? Because she's being told that her behavior is reverting. Does she recognize it? Is she asking for help, or is she just reluctantly going along as you drag her to these meetings?
So the way we phrase it to her is we are like, look, you're slowing down at a rate that is too fast for somebody who's 74 years old. You should still be very active physically, mentally. And we feel like there is a slowing down of everything. And I think that she sees it too, and she recognizes it and understands it. And we talk with her about it. And she is happy. She's genuinely happy. She loved being together in New Orleans. But she knows that it's not healthy for her brain and her body to be functioning the slow way that it is.
Right.
And we really noticed it. So we were having her read the menu to us when we went out to dinner on Monday night before her doctor's appointment. And we were having her just read everything on the menu to us. And now she was a school teacher.
Yeah.
So bitch can read. The rate at which she was reading was like a kindergartner.
Now,
I'm not even kidding you. Like slow.
Is it vision? Is it brain processing?
We don't know. We're
Does
trying.
she know? Did you ask her to be like?
It could be all of that. So we've been.
Does she explain why she's reading that slow?
Well, we didn't ask her, why are you reading so slow? Because she was going for a cognitive test the next day, and I didn't want her walking into that test feeling like it was her fault or she was doing something wrong. I just want her to go in there and candidly just be herself. And she was in there for 2 hours getting tested. So I'm sure they figured out that the rate at which she's reading is crazy slow.
I'm glad she's at least happy, though.
She's very happy, and that's what me and my sister were talking about. And she'll even say to you, oh, I'm so happy. Like, we took her out to eat. We took her shopping. She got to buy things. Like, she was happy.
Shit, I'd be happy, too.
If you told me I could be happy, but I wouldn't be able to function and do a lot of stuff in life, I'd be like, let me consider it. There's something freeing about that.
There is something freeing about it. I worry because I don't want this to be some sort of decline that ends in an early death.
Yeah.
That's what scares me. So I want to figure out what this is and get our brains wrapped around it and make sure that she's not on the path to slowing down and dying, because she's battling back from a pretty severe depression that went on for many years.
Okay. And that's gone?
That's gone.
That's good.
Yes.
What cured that?
I don't know. I think it's
change in medicine or change in perspective?
Change in perspective had a lot to do with it.
Okay.
I think she was overwhelmed with bills, and then she finally wised up and sold this dumb rental property that she had. And then she had an influx of money, and she used that money to pay off her house. And then she just kept spending and spending and spending and got into all the debt and all that problem that we're slowly solving. We got Chip from Debt Helper, and he jumped in and is helping us figure out all those bills. And some of them she's paying and some of them we're paying, but all of them will be taken care of. And I think that had a big part of it.
Okay.
But are they giving you answers that you think that, or we're
Not yet, because they're still trying to figure it out and do all the tests.
No diagnosis yet.
No diagnosis yet. But the doctor did say to my sister, I think I know what this might be. And that's the first doctor that has said that to us.
Did he say what that thing might be, or he just said,
No.
I think I know?
I think I know what this might be, but let me look at all the test results. And then we meet via Zoom a week from tomorrow.
That's a smart thing to say. If I'm ever trying to pass myself off as a doctor, I'm going to be going, I think I know what this is, but I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
Let me do some more tests.
Yeah, I think I know what this is, but yeah, I got to do a few more tests. I'm going to get back to you.
Research a little bit, but I think I know what this is, because that gave us so much hope. Just that one sentence.
Sure.
Because for 13 months, everybody is scratching their head going, oh, we don't know what the hell's the matter with her.
I might take that strategy even on the air when you ask me something. I go, I know what that is, but let me get back to you, Kev, during a game or something.
Let me get back to you doesn't work on the radio.
Yeah.
Because you got a different gig.
I was trying to throw some levity in there.
Your mom's how old?
74.
How old was her mom when she died?
73.
Oh. What about, do you know the family history? What time?
She's the oldest living family member from her side. Her brother died early, lots of medical problems.
Yeah,
but
okay.
he was a massive dickhead. So just like I told her yesterday in the car, I'm glad he's dead. He got what he deserved, a painful, slow death.
Wow.
And her sister is alive, but younger than her. So she's the oldest living member of her family.
How's her health?
Her sister's doing good.
Yeah.
Her sister's doing good. They all struggle with weight. But, my mom's on the GLP-1s because she's truly diabetic. I don't know about her sister, but
Okay.
she could lose some weight.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's good. Sounds like it was a positive trip.
It was very
Heading
positive.
in the right direction.
Yay, I'll
Love
keep
to
you
hear that.
posting.
Now, this week, if you're here on YouTube, kind of trying a bunch of different things to see what we can do to make it a better process for people to watch and also try to help the numbers. We've kind of gotten a little bit stagnant with some of the numbers, and we realized, hey, with all the competition that's out there, we need to make sure that we're playing the game right and being efficient and being good, because being stagnant is not great in our line of work. So
No.
we wanted to find a way to increase those numbers and kind of punch through a little bit. And so we're doing that. And, like with anything, when your house is under construction, there is some inconveniences. And so we're working our way through that to see what works and what does not. So I apologize for the dust in our mess, I guess, as they put up those signs, right? So every day kind of banging out, just looking at how people react to stuff. But I do really want to tell people I appreciate the feedback. And I will tell you that a lot of the feedback is very conflicting. So we'll do something and one person will be like, I love this. The other person will be like, I hate it. And one person will be like, do it this way. And the other person's next recommendation will be doing the exact opposite way.
That is the hardest thing,
Yeah.
because even just with segments alone, I love this bit. I love this segment.
Yeah.
I fucking hate this. When are you guys going to stop doing this shit?
Yes. So there is a lot of that. So ultimately what works is you just look at the numbers. And you're like, okay, that's just, if it feels like, and you can kind of see, that's one thing I do love about digital stuff, social media, YouTube, whatever. When you put something up, you're like, okay, you kind of get the reactions and you can see either you did something good or you did something bad.
Real-time numbers are nice.
Yes. And so that kind of helps settle those disputes. But I do appreciate the ongoing feedback from people like Teresa in Pompano. She's one of our ride or dies. She had said, I've been around since 2000. I like change, I swear, but the podcast format is overwhelming. It's got kind of like an NFL red zone feel. I miss the multiple dirts, the viral audio. I also miss that it's no longer 2 hours. And yesterday what we did, so the feedback that we got was, you post too much stuff because we were doing a lot of segment clips, and they said there's just too overwhelming.
Who told us this? Like bosses?
We have two guys at the corporate level, one that handles all the tech overall and one that's specifically podcasting and YouTube.
So these guys should know what they're talking about.
Well, it's what the company pays them to do.
Amen.
But I've heard KVJ Nationers go, you guys don't put enough up. You guys are putting too much shit up.
Yeah.
So you're going,
And look, part of it too, I'm looking at what other successful podcasters and YouTubers are doing and seeing how they label things, how they do thumbnails, how many things they're posting, how long their content is. So, I'm observing things that are working as well, looking at those track records. So we're definitely not doing this blind, just be like, what the fuck are they doing? Everything we're doing kind of has a reason, and it's a test. If you bake a bunch of different cakes and be like, hey, which one do you think is the tastiest? And then you can put them out on the table, and whichever the one the family devours, be like, okay, they clearly like that one better. And so we're just trying a bunch of different recipes. So, yeah, the one thing I noticed yesterday was I thought, they had said a couple things. One, putting the dirts in, it makes everything dated. And so sometimes when people are going through, that story is good for one day.
It is. You're right, because dirt is old. Sometimes it's old when I tell it.
Right. And so that's part of the problem. They had said you're putting a lot of really dated content in these clips. And keep in mind, people will watch it 3 years later. Sometimes people watch it 3 months, 3 years, whatever.
You're right.
And they'd be like, what the heck is this? And they'll be like, I'm out because this story's clearly old.
The dirt news cycle is real quick.
Super quick these days. Absolutely. And so that's why yesterday in the hour long that I put up, it wasn't there. Now we do have the regular live show. And so that's a redundancy. And because I talked about this yesterday, unfortunately, because we're a radio show and not a true podcast and not a true YouTube show, that's a weird thing to try to get over. So I thought, okay, the whole live show has your dirts on there. And when you watch that, that's the entire show with music, commercials, dirts, everything else that's going to be dated.
Okay.
So we're trying to make something a little bit more convenient. And that's why we had gone to that. And they thought, okay, if it looks like an hour, then that might be a good time. I might make it a little bit longer, though. And the reason why I'd gone with an hour was the day before when I posted it up, 2 hours worth, the average view time stopped after 25 minutes.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, okay, so we have 2 hours on there, and an hour plus was not even consumed.
Damn.
So that was a lot of fat.
You better get your good stuff in early.
Well, and that was the problem with doing the show in that order. Now, maybe it's not a big secret, but our prime time in the morning is about 8:30 a.m. So that's why we do It Bitch when we do It Bitch on the radio, because you got to put your best stuff at those time frames. So when we do the show in order, if you start in the 6, that typically is where you put your weakest content. And so when
How are these two battling?
Well, when people are tapping out in 25 minutes, then they're only be like, the show's not very good.
And you didn't get Do It Bitch.
You didn't get Do It Bitch.
You didn't get Kevin eating a scorpion?
That's right. Exactly. So that's, why you kind of put that in the different orders when you're putting that forward. So look, we're trying to figure out the best way to do this and do a live radio show, do YouTube, and do it the right way. So maybe I'll take it back to being longer, and if y'all don't watch that long, y'all don't watch that long. But it probably will be in a different order, and the dirts probably won't be on there today. Because like I said, that's the rationale why. You're going to see it be like, why are they doing it this way? Well, that's why. So we'll figure out how that works.
But if you're going to yell at anybody, let's just yell at Virginia. Let's have
Me?
Well,
Is it because I had a day off yesterday?
No.
Yell at that bitch. She's rested.
You are dealing with serious shit.
yeah. So that's why I'm trying to explain what we're doing, just to, so you guys understand. And
People have been saying stuff?
Yes. A lot of stuff. And like I said, a lot of the feedback I really do like what Teresa's saying is, yeah, I get that. And so, we're putting that up there. No music, no commercial. So boom, it does fly through. So probably what you're going to see today is you will see the whole show minus the dirts, just because of the dateable content, stuff that's too timely. I will take that out. But then you'll just have that whole show with music and commercials. And it'll probably start with Do It Bitch, which is our top performing thing that we do. It might start with the overall, like, hey, how you doing? Good morning. We might do that because I think it's good to kind of brace it, but that's 5-10 minutes. And then
Hey,
Do It Bitch right after.
Especially if me and Virginia starts the show with a fight.
Yeah, that's good. Now that would be prime time. That goes right to the front. So you'll probably see a little bit of a different order for the way that we put stuff up there.
We can finish the podcast with one if you're feeling froggy.
I mean, we haven't had a fight on the air in about 2.5 months. We are due.
Mm-hmm.
Let me come over there and step on your bum toe.
Just punch me.
So we'll have that. And the one thing you'll probably start seeing, there'll probably be a lot more shorts. that will be up there. I'll be shorter clips of the show up to 3 minutes long. So we'll probably be doing more of those and only just the one video outside. So you get the live regular show, live after the show. You'll get the abbreviated version of the show, and then you'll get shorts. That's what you're going to get.
I put a short up last night of me and Honeyface making a diorama. That shit is crushing. 550 views.
Well, that's good. Well, honestly, and that's the thing when you look at the shorts, when you put a short up there, and that's why we're going to do more of those, because YouTube rewards those. They want you to be making shorts. And so yesterday, putting up the entire show that, we did so much of, the abbreviated version, got 305 views. Jay Bird with his diorama, 429, and one short show clip, 1,900 views. So, when you're looking at the numbers, that's what we're looking at, be like, we failed yesterday with the highlight show.
Well, and then you see a video where me and Virginia are talking about, oh, look, there's a duck on a truck. First of all, it wasn't a duck. It was some kind of fucking goose. Yeah. So, we were...
Duck, goose?
But that got like four almost 5,000 views. So you go, what the fuck did that work?
It was a majestic duck.
It was majestic. It was beautiful. And we were dumb in it. So that does well.
It looked at us.
Yes.
Bruh. It looked at us like it knows stuff.
But it wasn't a duck.
It looked like a duck to me.
Like a duck to me, too.
But the one thing that we do have new thumbnails. Thank you to my daughter, Caitlin, for putting those together. And she also made new video billboards, which when we go into the dirt of the day and stuff like that. So, yeah, she's done a good job helping me with all
She knows
this.
what she's doing.
She does.
It's so great to have a young person on the staff.
Yes, it's good, because she'd be like, Dad, you edit like a boomer. So I'm trying not to edit so boomer-like. Guess I can't help it.
Sorry, I mean, I am what I am.
That's right. Got an email here from Jamie. She said, I heard you guys mention an issue with ESPN and YouTube TV. What happened over the weekend? Because how do I fix it? Because I can't get a hold of anybody, and we still have no ESPN on our YouTube.
Yeah, I think they're in, this happens. This happened to me when I had DirecTV. They're negotiating with ABC, Disney, ESPN. It's all owned by the same company. And apparently YouTube TV doesn't want to pay the rate that ABC wants them to pay to have their channel. They're fighting over money.
Okay, yeah. Well, I know ESPN is trying to get more people to go to their app. And so they have a special deal that they're doing there. So it'll be interesting. Look, the media fight, the sands have shifted so much over the last 5 years, and they're going to probably shift even more. And, the interesting thing that I'd played a clip, I can't remember if you might have been here, Virginia, with Elon Musk talking about how apps are going to be a thing of the past in 5 years.
That was weird.
And it makes sense. You'll have a device you'll talk to, and you'll just be like, hey, give me Florida Gator football highlights. And it'll be like, we don't have any. But,
we have lowlights. Would you like those?
Right. We can show where your coach got fired.
Give me all the times the Dolphins scored.
But that does make sense. That, look, we want everything on demand, and we like the say it, play it kind of stuff, that it's only going to progress to that level. And with AI doing it, it'll be that fast in 5 years that why would you even go to an individual app? Because I got to admit right now, it's kind of annoying as hell when I'm going between shows and my TV is just slow sometimes, man. Going to an app and then you go on. It's a 2-3 minute procedure. We're like, all right, you got to wait for this to close, and it's spinning and spinning and spinning, and then you're trying to,
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is. I think we'll look back at the process we're under right now in 10 years and be like, oh my gosh, can you remember when? And that'll probably be a thing that kids, we talk about what kids today will never really appreciate. I have a feeling the spinning circle will be something like going, so to wait for your stuff, there's just a circle, it's just spinning?
What the hell is buffering, Dad?
In 10 years, they're not going to appreciate humans. It's going to be all robots.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, like I said, everything, KVJ's in flux, YouTube's and everybody's in flux.
Yeah. We're trying to figure this whole thing out, y'all.
Yeah. And honestly, nobody has the answers, and it's just a lot of trial and error and a lot of pissed off people trying to get through the whole thing.
Well, we're not trying to piss anybody off. We're just trying to make it better for everybody. And I know if you were sad, you were vocal, but just know that we're doing our best to try to make it happy.
It helps. So, yeah, I'm going to keep tweaking, and I think I'm hopefully getting the recipe, but I'm putting a little dash of this in there and taking a little something out. And so we're still baking and cooking, but I hope that this week, like next week, I hope we'll have our groove, and every day you can start being like, I know what to expect every single day. So that's the plan, at least. This is a week of trial and error and dust. Now, AD had said, you guys brought up yesterday the poll that FAU had done about how many people want to move out of the state of Florida. I think it was majority, like 52, 54%, something like that. I don't have it in front of me right now, but it was pretty alarming numbers. And it all came up, too, because we're seeing what happened with Zoran Mamdani last night. If he was going to win as mayor, and now he's mayor-elect of New York City, he came right out challenging it. And, look, he's a man of the people. And that's his thing, is he wants to make New York City more affordable. That was one of the reasons why people are going, the cost of housing and everything else. And, he's got some ideas that are socialist that many politicians have said, dude, these ideas never work. Like, you just can't do that. How are you going to pay for all this kind of stuff that you want to do? It's all great. Free food, free rent, free education, free Wi-Fi.
Free transit.
Yeah, all this kind of stuff.
Can you imagine the subway and all the buses being free?
Beautiful. And it's all great. I mean, in theory, yeah, wouldn't you
Sounds freaking expensive.
Well, that's just it. Somebody has to pay for it. You can't snap your fingers and all these things happen. And so he's like, I know who's going to pay for it. The rich people. And the rich people are like, fuck, we are. So,
we're moving to Florida, bitch.
Yeah. So they had said 725,000 people looks like are going to be moving to South Florida. And they're going to be moving because they have wealth. And you threw out what the tax rate was going to be for businesses and for rich people. And he said he's going after the million and billionaires. And they said, like, hell you are. So we're getting out.
We're going to Florida, bitch, and we're going to clone our dogs.
Yeah.
They would rather invest that money in a new dog that looks like the old dog than to give it to the state for taxes.
Look, I like to welcome everybody. I think it's nice. I do understand that your tax dollars are great and you make the city a little bit more pretty. But we learned, I especially did during the pandemic, that the one thing that the rush of wealthy New Yorkers brings is, one, their standard of cost, which they're used to paying a certain rate, and they've just got a hell of a lot more money than I do. And when they move to an area, everybody's like going, you know what we can charge them now? Manhattan prices. And so for us that used to go out and get a glass of wine or a little meal, something like that, all of a sudden you're like, what the hell is going on over there? Everything's so expensive. And they're buying houses here in Palm Beach County at an alarming rate with cash.
I know you got to bring a flask of wine to a restaurant now, your own.
Yeah.
And if they are renting, they're going to rent for like, $3-4 grand a month, $5 grand a month. Like, that's not attainable for most families.
It resets everything. Our upper class is growing by a large margin. Look, we've always been rich, but not like this.
Not like this.
It's just the percentages are getting to the place that middle class, what was middle class 5 years ago, you'll be lower class. You'll have a hard time finding any place to live. And that was part of the poll as well. It was a majority of South Floridians said, I couldn't afford a home. I think it was 51, 52% said, yeah, I'm not in the market. Couldn't do it. So you're not moving to a new house. And AD had said, yeah, you brought up those stats. And he said, we moved from Stewart, Jensen Beach area to Dallas, Texas 16 months ago for better financial opportunity. I'm a teacher and a coach, and my salary increased from $63,000 to $86,000, and we're able to buy a brand new home.
Wow.
That's a big
jump.
Yeah.
And if the homes are cheaper there, I mean, it's just a no-brainer.
It is fun sometimes to kind of just look at houses throughout the country. And I'm talking about ones that look beautiful. They have a lot of land. You go, how the shit is it that little of money when there's houses, by where I live at. These are not great, awesome houses. They're not bad houses, but they're sure as shit not worth what they're charging for.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, it is really wild. And so, as I sit here, there's a part of me that has a great level of concern as to the next wave that is possibly going to be heading our way. And look, like I said, they could have just been bullshitting in that survey, but it was 9% of the population of New York City said, we're out of here. And a lot of them said, we're going to go what we know, South Florida. It's summer there all the time.
Are we going to have to move to Montana or Iowa?
Yeah, I don't know. Wouldn't it be weird that we got to do the show for South Florida outside of South Florida? Here's a South Florida show coming to you from Kansas.
Well, maybe we can just take it to like Okeechobee. It's got to be cheaper there, right?
I don't know, dog. They got a lot of land out there, animals and shit. It's beautiful. I love the show.
I'm not ready to go to Montana yet.
Yeah, so it's kind of crazy. I guess our whole audience big. All right, tell us, where are we meeting up?
Right?
There's shittier places in Montana.
Where are we going? Yeah, Mike's saying, I think we're going to Tennessee. All right, Tennessee, that's good. Got family there.
Tennessee is fun, yeah.
Tennessee, but I think Nashville is one of those places getting hit hard too. A lot of people going to Tennessee.
A lot of people have gone to Nashville.
Yeah, Carolinas are getting crushed. A lot of people going there and all throughout that kind of area because it's a temperate climate. Look, we do great because of our climate. You know, it's year-round summers. In the Carolinas, you get a little bit of mix of winter, but, you know, it's pretty moderate.
We're going to Iowa, y'all.
I am not going to no damn Iowa.
Yeah.
It just seems like there's nothing there.
I had a long weekend in Iowa one time, and it was 48 hours, felt like 48 days.
When the days tick by like months.
Oh, gosh, man. It was, oof.
I thought about going to play baseball in college in Iowa, and it was a small school, and then we started looking into it, and we're like, no, fuck that.
Dude, Iowa?
Yeah?
You would have had to just stay there. You never could have come home.
Yeah, you're right.
Because can you imagine trying to come home and visit for holidays from Iowa?
No, that would have been pretty shitty.
And Jeremy had said, just asking if Denny's has the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection for the PS5.
Oh, you know he's got that shit.
Yeah, I know Denny's has kind of been going through a bunch of whole new games that are out there.
Don't insult him, Kevin.
Yeah, I figured you have. I assume that you've done the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection for the PS5.
I did. They kind of did a weird thing this round, though. If you pre-ordered it off of the internet to have a digital copy, you could get it today. But if you did the one I did with the physical copy, it doesn't come out till December. Is that pretty annoying?
It is.
What was the cost between the two? Is there any separation?
Exactly the same.
So why would you?
I have no idea why they release it 2 months earlier if you buy it digital. So I just have to wait till December till it drops. But I pre-ordered it a year ago.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Pre-ordered it a year ago.
I pre-order all my games in advance.
Right. I know. I think my son had done that for the college football game, and yeah, it's crazy. And I know, is it the what is the drive 'em and you kill hookers?
Oh,
game?
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
I know. When we played, we would have to kill our little Blinky, Inky, and Minky.
We only killed ghosts on Miss Pac-Man. You have to kill hookers.
I've been hearing a lot about that Vice City, the Miami one, for a while, and it's still not coming out for another year. Is that what it is?
Yeah, not till next year.
Can you order that one now?
Yeah, you can pre-order it. So pre-orders, what they want is companies don't want to take risks on anything anymore, so they look at how many pre-orders something gets, and now they offer incentives to pre-order it because they're trying to get people to pre-order it so they know what the excitement level is for it.
Yeah, I could see that. They're trying to gauge. Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, this is the first time I've ever pre-ordered something. It was supposed to come out in October, and they said the physical copy is not going to be available till December.
Interesting.
Very weird. But yeah, I'm very hyped for it. They took the original games and they re-released them all in HD now.
Yeah. What the new games you've tried, what are the ones that are thumbs up, any that are thumbs down that were kind of weak?
Q-Bert.
Oh, if they came out with a new Q-Bert, I'd be at your house, Denny's.
Yes. I haven't seen Q-Bert making its rounds. But yeah, each year I try to, because that's usually what I would do in my free time. A lot of people, like my wife watches TV and stuff. I usually will play a game. I usually try to complete about 12 games a year, so one a month.
When you say complete, what does that mean for somebody who doesn't know? Like
playing it all the way to the end to get the actual ending of the game.
Okay.
He beats that shit.
Yeah, I'll try to actually complete it. A lot of people, funny enough, again, everything's digital. You can see stats.
Yeah.
If you watch, just like on the show, you're saying people tap out 25 minutes into the show.
Yeah.
Video games are the same way. You can see when they drop off. If it's like the fourth boss of the game or wherever, you can see how many players have completed it.
Yeah.
And you see a lot of retention is probably around the 35 mark. 35% of the game will get beat, and then they'll go to a new game or something.
Oh, wow. Okay. They don't even try it again, huh?
Yeah, just a lot of times. What it is now, too, is everyone's trying to take your money. So there's so much stuff coming out. Like 7 or 8 games will come out in a month. And you're just trying to... It's like watching TV shows. There's shows that are 2 years old that you're just starting now because
That's true.
Yeah.
It's just hard to... You get a backlog of stuff.
Well, it's such a lucrative industry. It's insane.
Well, everyone wants your money, so they're constantly releasing stuff. So people just, you get ADD brain and you play a game for a little bit, a new one comes out. So I have a rule. I won't even start a new game until I've completed one. Otherwise, you get ADD and you can't focus on it. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I managed to get down 10. It's very tough with a baby. Yeah. Babies really made playing video games very difficult. Just you don't even get the time.
Well, baby wants to play too.
Are you hoping that Lachlan becomes a big gamer?
Yeah, it's tough because when he watches you play, he wants your attention. So and you're not looking at him. So it's almost like I could possibly even be turning him off to video games.
Oh, wow. This was the competition for my dad's attention.
I've seen the same thing with the cell phone. If I'm on the phone, just even shooting an email, he'll come up and take it. Like, I think he's going to be against games and cell phones.
He's already anti-tech.
Yeah, it's weird.
Watch him be like so into football and sports, and you're going, fuck, I hate sports.
Yeah.
But I completed Death Stranding 2, which is a AAA title this year.
Okay.
One of my favorite game directors, Hideo Kojima. It was very good. I thought it was I wouldn't put it a game of the year. I would say game of the year for me would be Claire Obscure Expedition 33. That had the best story I've played in a long time.
What is that about?
It's a fictional French setting. You're in France in a fictional setting.
Oh.
And every year, without any explanation or anything, a group of people just disappear from existence. And each year they hold an expedition to try to figure out what is causing this to happen.
That's what happened in K-pop Demon Hunters. They're probably getting scooped up by demons.
Okay, mystery solved.
There you go.
We just solved the game.
Spoiler alert, Virginia.
Yep.
But yeah, I put that as a top contender. Death Stranding 2 was very good. And then a game that's about 2 years old, I didn't expect it to be as good as it was Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Okay.
If you're in a dark place in your life, this game is so uplifting.
Okay.
It will bring you out of it. The main character is so positive.
Yeah.
It's just such a different environment than what's going on, in the world.
It's smart, yeah.
He's striving to do good.
Yeah.
And it really, after you beat that game, you will feel better about yourself.
I think there is actually, as I'm watching shows, there's clearly a market for that. The Ted Lasso's, Shrinking. There are these shows that all it is just the interactions are just positive. People are friendly, but there's enough conflict, meaning that there's enough things going on that still drives the plot. And it's funny, but you can just tell that, man, people want a palate cleanser.
It's not, they have little obstacles they have to get through, but overall it's a positive show.
And they'll do it together and they'll help out. And yes.
I think you are absolutely right. I'm not saying it's everybody because there's a lot of people who love the negativity, but I do think there's people out there that are yearning for something that makes your spirit feel good.
No, absolutely. Look, I'm one of them. That's why I love I watching Ted Lasso. It took me a couple episodes. I'm like, why am I enjoying this show so much? Because it's not jumping off the page as being hysterical. Like, I would put the Chad Powers a lot funnier even than Ted Lasso.
Okay.
As far as laugh out loud. But I said, you know what? I'm not necessarily going, oh my gosh, I can't doubling over in laughter. But I'm like, I'm walking away. I'm amused and I feel good. And I just like watching these interactions because it's how I would like people in life to talk to each other and react and live. And it's almost like it's taking me into a fantasy world of where people are actually nice to each other. I'm like, gosh, I wish I lived in that world.
I also love animal videos. Those can be kind of uplifting too when people are being all nice. You see the animals running around. Yeah. It's just wholesome content.
Or like a bunny and a kitten are friends.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
I am massively in the market for just wholesome, palate cleansing content.
So you'd be pretty proud of me. My dad won the most valuable player 4 times now in my video game.
Yeah, that's cool.
And now it's on.
He's an all-star.
It's on easy fuck mode. Meaning just...
Your dad's an easy fuck?
No, like beginning.
Okay.
Beginner mode.
Bow chicka wow wow.
That game took a twist.
Your dad would do really well.
And he's an all-star, huh?
A KVJ dating game.
Wow. To be quite honest with you, I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Wow, that's impressive.
But I have it on the easiest level. Just sometimes in life you want to just go out there and just win and not have to have it be so challenging.
All right.
So you put it on the beginning and... My dad's fucking well.
Easy fuck. Does he know you talk about him like that?
I'm so sorry. Sometimes he tunes in. I don't know if he has been lately.
If he just tuned in, I can tell you he just tuned out.
And, he knows what I got to do over here.
That's it. You got to do what you got to do. All right. Well, we got to go off and make a bunch of videos people won't watch. You guys enjoy your day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.